to Uma's Lotus Lounge here with Danae. Oh, wait. Hi, guys. Welcome to Uma's Lotus Lounge here with Danae. Hi, Danae. I'm going to go ahead and add you to the stage. Ooh, you have your volume up? Are you good? You got to turn your volume down on the other one. Hold on one second, guys. Are you good? Are you good? All right, let's try it again.
Okay.
Okay, can you guys hear? Hi, Lizzie. Can you guys hear Danae? Just want to make
Hi,
sure.
everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. All right, Lizzie said yes. All right, cool. Welcome in, guys. Today it is Uma's Lotus Lounge, and it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Guys, I went for a walk outside. How could we still walk outside with the sun in October? Right? Like,
it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I know. I went for a walk. I was actually talking to Lizzie on the phone, and she was keeping me company while I had a little walk. And man, it felt so nice outside. I was like, we in October.
We got a warm front.
Yeah. Yeah, we need the warm front to stay for sure. All right. Well, if you guys have been here before, you know what this is. Danae and I like to bring you some positive vibes to start your week right. Okay. So we have affirmations, we have a happy note, we have a crystal of the week, all the things that can just bring you some joy. So first, we're going to start with our affirmations of the week. People like to just say affirmations because they're positive things to say. So like, let's say your affirmation is, for instance, I am courageous, right? People be like, oh, just say that over and over again. I am courageous. I'm courageous. But I like to meditate on my affirmation. I don't know. How do you do your affirmations, Danae? I like to when I get mine, I meditate on it and I try to find out what is the universe saying to me about this? And I try to go real deep with it.
Yes. I like to do mirror work.
Ooh.
So I like to say them in the mirror.
That's deep. I don't know if you guys know how to do mirror work, but that's kind of really scary for me to actually sit there and face myself head on and say, I am courageous. I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
I love it. Well, we have 3 affirmations here. Everybody gets to choose one. So I want to see in the comments numbers 1, 2, or 3. I'm feeling 3 today. Okay. Danae said she's feeling 2. Who else is feeling what number? I'm feeling 3. Do we have anybody choosing 1 today? They're all positive, by the way. So for those of you that are listening in and you're wondering, they're all positive. You can't pick a wrong one. Okay. Thank you, Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie went with 2, too. Oh, gosh, I should have picked 2. All right, let's see what we have. For those of you that chose affirmation 1, your affirmation this week is, I am compassionate. I am compassionate. Every person in my life is either a lesson for me or I am a lesson for them. Wow. That's, whew. You could really meditate on that. So for anybody who chose 1, I'm curious how that hit for you. Was that really oh, that's exactly what I need to hear right now. I know when I get my affirmation, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how it hits. All right. All right. For those of you that chose affirmation number 2, your message is, I am powerful. I am powerful. I am becoming more understanding, conscious, and self-aware each day. Does that resonate for you and Lizzie?
It resonates.
Yeah.
We are powerful beings, and sometimes in the heat of the moment, you want to react and respond. But when you realize you have all that power, it makes you harness it better, master thyself.
Facts. All right. Affirmation number 3, which I just saw something came into the room. Big shout out to something. So I guess this is your affirmation and my affirmation too. Let's see what we get for affirmation number 3. I am magnetic.
Mm.
I am magnetic. I am attracting my wildest dreams with ease and peace. Oh my gosh. It so ties into my topic today. I can't wait to tell you guys what this means. So there you have it. There's your affirmations of the week. For those of you that did play along, what you want to do is write yours down. Like I'm going to write down mine. I am magnetic. And I'm going to go through my brain of all the ways I can remind myself, Uma, what have you magnetically drawn to yourself in your whole lifetime? How did things happen for you and you had no way of knowing this was going to happen for you? That's a magnetic attraction. You know what I'm saying? So same thing for you guys too that chose 2. How have you shown up for your life in powerful ways? And for those of you that chose affirmation 1, where have you shown compassion in your life? And, you know, maybe you need some compassion in your life as well. So welcome in, guys. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge, and we are here to brighten your day. This is Danae in the box with me, and she will now give you your happy message of the day.
Okay. Be Happy, 170 Ways to Transform Your Day by Patrick Lindsay. So today I'm going to flip over to page 16. Enjoy the trip. No matter how far you travel or how long the trip, across the city, across the country, across the world, or through life, the journey matters more than the destination. Enjoy the journey. Each journey starts with the fresh step. That's a Chinese proverb. So enjoy the journey.
I love that. I've always been saying, like, you know, for the longest time I've been saying, like, it's not about the journey or the destination, it's about the company that you keep. And I started saying that like a couple of months ago because I used to say it's about the journey. And I agree, it's all about the journey, way more better than the destination of where you're ending up. But also the people that you have around you can either make you or break you, you know? And I think especially for those of you that are on streams, you know that, right? You've come across people who either have used you or abandoned you or broken you or lied to you or cheated you or scammed you, whatever. And then it's like you can't even focus on anything else in life, right? Because you're so heartbroken about what has happened. So that's a great reminder. Okay, we have the Divine Energy Oracle message for the week. I like to give you guys this message because it's a way of reminding ourselves, like, you know, I think as people, we tend to get too caught up in life. You know, we got to pay bills and we got to take care of kids and we have to be these roles, right? So whether that's like be a mom or an employee or a best friend or a father or an uncle, right? We have all these roles to play. And sometimes we forget that we are spiritual beings having a human existence. So I like to do this message from the Divine Energy Oracle deck because it's just a reminder, like, think outside the box, do things that have nothing to do with your day-to-day, but have to do with your higher purpose, right? And today's message is kind of along the same lines. So for this week, our message is to do something different. Have you ever heard the saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and hoping to get different results? This is the moment to take this advice into consideration. Free yourself from frustrating conditions by trying something very different. Your divine energy is calling you to avoid automatic responses and instead seek well thought out conscious responses to the areas in life where you are most challenged. If you normally speak up, then listen. If you normally say very little, then speak up. If you usually do too much, then try doing less. If you give the minimum, now's the time to give the maximum. Push your limits as you approach life's challenges in a new way. Your divine invitation is to examine your life and your relationships with clear eyes. Identify where you are withholding instead of giving your life your all. Open up and be generous with your time, energy, effort, and love, and it will pay off. Listen, guys, I like to ring this little bell when things are like, you know what I mean? They are just, wow, so on the money, on point. It's crazy. So I actually woke up today and made a decision. And it's kind of following, you know, what that thing said. If you do too much, start to do less. And that's what I did. I made a decision to start to pull back from an area in my life that I give a lot of attention to. And, you know, there's no hard feelings or anything. It's just, you know, the ROI, right? What is my return on investment? And if the ROI is not there, you can't be in your feelings. You can't, you know, you gotta like think business wise, because we all have like limited energy, and we can't be out here giving your energy every which way and not getting something as a reward or in return. So I made a decision. I was kind of nervous about it. I was so nervous. I called my girlfriend Lizzie and I was like, am I doing the right thing? You know? And she was just like, yep, absolutely. Yes, you are. And then Spirit just gave me that message again, do something different. So, you know, you got to follow through. You got to follow through with what you feel and see where the road takes you. All right. So welcome in, guys. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. Dannea and I are here to bring you guys a piece of positivity to start your day, start your week right, and to remind you that you are so much more positive and stronger and full of life and magnetic than you give yourself credit for. And we want to be the ones to remind you, you know, sometimes,
Absolutely.
yeah, you got to just put it all out there on the line. So with that being said, I'm going to give it over to Dannea to give us our crystal message of the week.
So I had to do one of my beautiful and one of the first crystals that I ever found out about, which is Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is going to be our crystal for the week. Tiger's Eye stone benefits are highly motivational and pushes you to move past boundaries you have set for yourself. It challenges you to explore your inner self. It allows you to be more grounding. It is known for the grounding stone. And Tiger's Eye is also beneficial because it is balancing of the third chakra. It helps you stay grounded and centered when you have a lot of chaos going on in your life. Okay. When you step into your personal power, you overcome emotional blocks. That's where we have our solar plexus. Okay, Tiger's Eye is one of those crystals that you want to wear, that you want to hold on to, and that you want to remember. It's not called Tiger's Eye for no reason. It symbolizes the tiger's eye, strength, courageousness, power, and love. Okay, so that is our crystal of the week, Tiger's Eye.
I love that because that's literally one of my favorite. And like you said, it was one of your earlier stones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, if you guys get a piece of Tiger's Eye, am I wearing, because I always have, no, I don't have Tiger's Eye on me, but I usually am always wearing a piece of Tiger's Eye. It's so strong and strengthening. Yeah, that's a great one for the week. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So our topic for today, you guys know I am an author. I wrote a book and all, right? The Awakened Life, boom, right in your face. That's me on the back cover. Look at that. So I was thinking about my book for this week's topic of events because I'm just so in awe of all the things that have happened over the past 15 years, right? Because we're coming down to the end of the year, and I've realized, this March was 15 years. I've had my studio, the Lotus and Light Metaphysical Center. Thank you, Lizzie. It was actually known as Lotus Wellness Center, was my center. And, 15 years. I want you guys to think about that for a second, because how many of us can say I worked at a job? Well, Danae can. I think, Danae, you've worked at your job for like 20 years, right? It's been a while.
19.
19 years. Yeah. Danae got me beat. She's been at her job for 19 years, and I've been at my job for 15 years. And I feel so much gratitude and humility because, dedication, right? Because it's like, I just feel like, wow, where did the time go? But a lot of it had to do with my spiritual awakening. And I wrote this book about spiritual awakenings. So I've been reminiscing about having my center, and then I've been on streams, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or Meet Me, and people have been asking me about symptoms that they're having. And I'm like, that really sounds like a spiritual awakening you're going through. And I've been noticing more and more people have been waking up to this. And I said, today would be a great time to talk about what a spiritual awakening is. So if you really want like more information, buy my book. It's on Amazon. It's very short. And I have what I like about my book is that at the end of each chapter, I leave like reflection moments for you, highly, so that way you can write, what you're feeling, what you're processing. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I read a book, I like to kind of write some things down about how it appears to me. And this is what I want to say. The majority of people that come to my center usually come to me between the ages of their late 30s to about their mid 50s, right? And what I found is that this is the time people really start to think about their life. Most people, not all, most people, late 30s, mid 50s, they have had their children. They have done the relationship thing, whether they got married or live with somebody or disillusioned with love. They've done the work thing, worked hard enough to save up some money, get themselves right, like a place to live. Lizzie said reality starts settling in. Exactly. Like you've done the things you're supposed to do, usually at that age. Now, of course, they got some really immature people out here who are like in their 40s and 50s and, still sleeping on the couch somewhere. We're not talking to y'all. Good luck. God bless. But we're talking to the ones that kind of been doing what you're supposed to be doing, handling your business, right? And you've gotten your kids, you've been to school, you got the job, you got your apartment, you've been working and stuff. And then you're sitting and realizing, what else is there to my life? That when you have that thought, right? That is the start of a spiritual awakening. When you have that thought that has nothing to do with relationships, has nothing to do with making money or the world, anything to do with the world, that is when you start having a spiritual awakening. And then the process becomes either difficult or easy, depending on how you approach it. So one of the things that happens when you go through a spiritual awakening, and as I give you guys these points, just mention in the comments, those of you that are watching live, mention in the comments if, this appeals to you or if this is something that you've been through. But I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, yeah, that happened to me. So after you've gone through a spiritual awakening where you start having questions like, what am I doing? What am I here for? What is my life about? What is the meaning of all of this? Right? That's some of the questions that you start having. And then another thing that starts to happen is you become disillusioned with the people around you. That's when we see people starting to leave friend groups that they used to hang out with. It just doesn't apply anymore, right? We see people leaving relationships. You know, I'm not surprised when I hear somebody's been with someone else for 20, 30 years and then they ended the relationship. A lot of people that surprises, but it doesn't surprise me because if you're going through a spiritual awakening and you want more out of life and your partner is just committed to the same old, it can cause a division. You know, that's why I say I don't have a problem with people getting married and stuff, but you got to marry someone who is willing to change with you, who is willing to go through all the stages of life with you and not just say, all right, well, we're married now, so we're going to do the same thing over and over for the next 50 years, right? You can't grow in the same environment. So that's another sign that you're having a spiritual awakening when you start to outgrow people. Another sign is when you start to outgrow old paradigms, religion, old-fashioned ways of doing things, old beliefs. Maybe you grew up in a racist household, right? And then you grew up and you start thinking for yourself, well, that doesn't make sense just because somebody's a different color than me that they're bad, right? So when you start to have these thoughts, basically when you start to think for yourself, that's how we know you're going through a spiritual awakening because you're growing, you're evolving, and it's natural. I've met, I remember I had a boyfriend one time and he broke up with me because he said, you just keep changing. And I said, good, and I'm glad that you broke up with me because, you're over here thinking I'm too much for you. And I'm thinking you're not enough, right? All perspective. You're not enough for me because I will continue to grow and change and evolve. I want to. How many of you want to be the same person you were 10, 20 years ago? I don't. I want to grow. I want to become a better person. I want to say I'm sorry for mistakes made. I want to ask for forgiveness when I hurt people. I want to be a good person, right? So if you are starting to experience these things, these are all signs of spiritual awakenings. And it's important for you to invest your time in your spiritual path. Now, what does that mean? What does that look like? It could mean different things. For some people, it means taking classes, right? For some people, it could mean just learning how to meditate. For some people, it can be, let me read spiritual books. Some people it's just self-care, let me start taking better care of myself, going to bed earlier, eating better food, hanging out with the right kind of people. But whatever it is, once you start to have your spiritual awakening, there's signs that show you that you're having a spiritual awakening and you want to pay attention to those signs. All right? So spiritual awakenings, I'm seeing more and more happening to many people around the globe. And this is my biggest thing to you, right? Buy my book. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, you can buy my book, The Awakened Life, and learn more about all the symptoms of spiritual awakenings. But you can also take it seriously, take it seriously. And if any of you, I always encourage you, if any of you are going through a spiritual awakening and you want to talk to me about it, I'm always on streams. Come to YouTube, come to Facebook, come to Meet Me, come to TikTok, see me on a live stream, and tell me what you're going through. Because at the end of the day, that's what metaphysical mentors, healers, teachers are here for. We're here to help you through your process. Thank you, Lizzie. Don't mind if I do. All right. Thank you for that fave. Big shout out to everybody who just came in right now. We are doing Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the Meet Me app. I'm here with my girl, Danae, and we are about to get into the juicy of our show. We know you guys like this part of it. This is the time when we are going to do our zodiac messages for everyone. So I'm going to let Danae start shuffling because she'll go first while I explain what happens here next. So Danae and I like to give messages to each of the zodiac signs for the week. All right. It's like a general message. what you should pay attention to this week, what your spirit guides want you to know, what you should be focusing on, what you should probably be walking away from. So if you were in here, don't worry, we didn't start yet, okay? And if you do, you know, if other people come in and they miss their spot, because sometimes they'll be like, oh, do Capricorn, do Leo. You know, for those of you that are watching live, just let them know we already passed that, but you can catch it on the recording. It's going to be on YouTube. All right. So we will start with the, Danae likes to start with the fire signs, right? So Danae's going to start with the fire signs, which are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Do we have anybody who's watching live? Do we have any Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the building? And then I'm going to follow up with the earth signs, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Then Danae will do the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then I'm going to end with the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now, once we go through all of the 12 zodiac signs, that will be the official end of the broadcast for our podcast. I will stop the recording. But for those of you that are watching live, if you're watching us live on Meet Me, you can send a 1K gift, whatever you want to send, and get your own personal message reading from two amazing psychics, okay? So if you send it, either myself or Danae will read for you and give you a message, or you can also ask a specific question if you would like that as well. So I'm going to give it over to Danae to start us off with the fire signs.
Okay, so I'm going to kick it off with our Aries. First, you got number 21, successful completion. This is the time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in an amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. Congratulations. All right, Aries, the next card I have for you is Guardian of Thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. Something to think about, Aries. And the last card I have for you, Aries, is 9 of Action. You've worked hard to create the things you cherish in your life, such as a beloved relationship, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth, the animals, and the environment need your protection. So get involved. All right, Aries. Next, we have our Leos. Leo, Leo, Leo. First card for you is 4 of Abundance. It's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. Trust the process, Leo. Okay? Next card for you is Fair Decisions. Fair Decisions. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation and all is being healed. Take your time to review all the details thoroughly. That's important. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved, all right? Fair decisions. And last but not least, 6 of Thought. The perfect times are on the horizon. The storms have passed, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. Travel, 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 Leo. All right? Saggies, 7 of Thought is the first card I have for you this week. You've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed to you by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that is what you need. The next card I have for you, Sagittarius, is Organization. Your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. Okay? And last but not least, out with the old and in with the new, baby. Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that matches your heart's desires and your spiritual truths. You know what to do, Saggies. This is your week. All right, Uma, I'm done with the fire sign.
That's so wild. Like that, because every time with the Sagittarius, because I'm a Sag rising, and I sometimes, yeah, exactly, buy with the old, hello with the new. And yeah, it's just so on point, especially for some of the decisions I'm making now. And I don't feel sad. Like, a lot of times when you make decisions about saying goodbye to something, you feel sad about it, but I feel really excited. I feel like this is such the right decision for me to do. And even though I don't know what's coming yet, it just feels right. And I feel that sometimes that's how you have to kind of like, you know, you have to kind of like approach things as it just feels right to do. So let's do that. All right. Welcome in, guys. We are doing messages for each of the zodiac signs for this week. I am now going to do the earth signs. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, this is your time to shine. Capricorn, we have 7 of water. That's about making decisions. The sun, success, and 3 of water, celebrations. I'm very excited about this because I am a Capricorn sun. And basically this message says you have to make a very important decision. Stop procrastinating. And once you make a decision, the sun shines on you and gives you reasons to celebrate. So I feel like Capricorns, if you are faced with a dilemma and you don't know which way to turn, your spirit guides are saying, just make the decision. Do what you know is right, what you feel is right. And right after you make that decision, you're going to see some really positive signs come in that say you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. I am so super excited because I just got this message as a Capricorn and then the other message as a Sagittarius. That's all telling me I'm doing the right thing. So let's go, right? If you're a Taurus, you have 6 of earth, which is reciprocity. You have the world card, which is a job well done. And then you have the strength card, which is about developing inner strength. I feel, Tauruses, that you are also bringing an ending to something, like the Capricorns, right? You're making up your mind and you're bringing an end to something, whether it's a relationship or a job or a situation you've been in where you've been giving, and the other person or the other thing or the entity has not been returning what you're giving. So you've learned boundaries. You've learned to step away from certain things that don't honor you and to choose yourself, which is always a big blessing of a lesson, right? So whatever's coming to mind, Taurus, that is the message for you. Is it's time to reassess who and what in your life is actually contributing to you. And if you feel like it's just not working out, then allow yourself to walk away. And there's power in walking away and choosing things that actually support you. All right? And let's go to our Virgos. Virgos, you guys got some great energy coming in. You have the Empress card that's giving birth to your dreams. You have 3 of fire, which says all the best wishes are coming your way. You just got to be patient. And then you have the 4 of earth, which is that duality energy. Virgos, I feel like you're moving away from duality energy this week. I do. I feel like you are ready to nurture yourself and to nurture your dreams and your plans. But for that to happen, you have to change your mindset. I don't feel like you're moving away from people. I do feel, though, that you're moving away from the way you think about things and look at things. You're trying to be a little bit softer in your approach. And because you're committed to the long-term plan, right? I feel like you're going to have some good news coming in that will let you know you're on the right path and to keep doing what you're doing. All right, Virgos, that is the message for you. I'm going to kick it back over to Danae so that she can do the messages for the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio.
Okay, Pisces, I'm going to start off with you guys. The first card I received for you is number 11, Inner Strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer is to tell someone no. The next card I have for you is Six of Action. What a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. Okay? Last card I have for you, Pisces, is Ten of Thought. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now be finally free of his or her addiction or codependency issues. All right, Pisces, you got a lot of things going on. Stay strong and be blessed. Next, we have our Cancer. First card for Cancer we have is Messenger of Action. Something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you may be ready to get going, although you may feel insecure. Do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life and who wants to try everything. Okay? All right, Cancer, the next card I have for you is Ace of Emotion. This is an announcement that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or your current relationship will experience a reawakening. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. All right. And last but not least for you, Cancer, is Ace of Thought. Has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. They are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. Be working together with a team of some sort, but know that your idea will flourish. All right, Cancer? And last but not least, we have our Scorpios. Guardian of Abundance is your first card. This is a time of great success for you. All your plans are blessed and will move forward perfectly. Unexpected job opportunities arise in the near future. Make sure to accept them. This card indicates that someone with an amazing career is involved in the situation. This is a powerful person with great integrity who enjoys hard work. This person could be you. All right, the next card you have is Creativity, number 3. Creativity and abundance. Dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It is time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or becoming a parent. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. Wow. All right, Scorpio, and your last card is 14, a win-win solution. Who wouldn't love that? There's strength in diversity. By blending the idea of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach, Scorpio. All right, guys, I'm all done with the water signs. Back to you, Uma.
Wow. It sounds like, and it looks like you had a lot of people that were in the comment section that were like, yes, for the Scorpio. So good job on that. Yeah. Lizzie and Stacy, they were like all,
Yeah.
they were all being excited about it. Welcome in, guys. We are coming down to the end of Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the Meet Me app. I am about to do the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And then after that, we are open to do personal readings for those of you that would like a message from your spirit guides for you. If you would like that, just send a 1K gift. And once you send the 1K gift, we will both be giving you some messages for your path, your purpose. Okay? Okay. So, Aquarius, we have the Awakening card. That's about looking at things from a different perspective. We have Ace of Water, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. And we have Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, a soulmate relationship. So I feel like the message for Aquarians is about love this week. It's about looking at things from a different perspective. For some of you, you might be single and your spirit guides are gently nudging you to approach dating in a different way. Remember our topic for this week, our oracle message this week was do something different, right? So Aquarians, I feel like that's really strongly the message for you. The way you've been approaching dating or meeting people hasn't really worked out in the past. So how about you try something different? Now, for some of you, you're already in a relationship. So this message is about, again, choosing to do things differently with your partner. You know, if you're in a relationship where it's all about you all the time, sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask your partner, hey, let's do something that you want to do, you know, that's fun for you. My partner and I, we have this fun thing we do. We go out every Saturday night, right? It's like our date night. We don't really hang out with friends or family. It's just our date night. And what I do is like, I pick a date night for one night and then 1 week, and then he picks a date night for the following week. And the rule is we have to do it no matter what we feel about it, okay? Because it gets us out the house and it also gets us to do something that the other person really enjoys doing. Thanks, Lizzie. And also too with the movies, when we go to the movies, like I'll pick a movie one time, he'll pick a movie with the other time. And I gotta say, a lot of times when he picks movies, I'm just like, I don't know. But I end up having a good time. So Aquarians, that's your message. Just give it a try. You never know, you might like it. All right, Geminis. Gemini, you have the Strength card, which indicates compassion for self, compassion for others, as well as developing inner strength. You have the Empress card, giving birth to your dreams, taking care of yourself and others. And then you also have the Four of Water, which is like, be aware of your emotions. You might have missed an opportunity and you're regretting it. So I feel like something didn't work out for you, whether it's you didn't get the job that you wanted or the person you wanted to be with turned out not really being a good person. Something happened or will happen, Geminis, and it's going to cause you to feel some sort of upset about it. But your spirit guides are very strong about this. This is temporary, whatever this is, and you must soldier on. You must choose to look at your situation in a different way and to have compassion for yourself and others at this time. Because whatever this is, right, it's a blessing it didn't work out. Whether you didn't get that job, you didn't get that car, you didn't get that relationship, it's a blessing it didn't work out because it really wasn't going to do that much for you. So if you're a Gemini, I don't want you lamenting over whatever it is that you lost or could have had, coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's something way better coming for you in the future. The Empress guarantees that. So pick your head up and just keep it moving forward. All right, Geminis, that is the message for you. We're having like interference from other streams. Sorry, guys. That's the Meet Me app. Sometimes, you know, we get like weird technological problems. All right. Finally, right? Finally, for Libras, we have the Magician card, the Four of Earth card, and the Seven of Water. Magician, this is law of attraction, manifesting. The Four of Earth, duality. Seven of Water, having to make a big decision. Okay. I feel like Libras, you have to focus solely on the things that are working for you and not focus on the things that are not working for you, because that's the duality of this planet, right? You can't look at bad things as bad. Bad things just means there's good things around the corner. It's yin and yang, light and dark, good and bad, all the way through. Once you reach that level, guys, of looking at things as it's all good. It really is, Lizzie. It's all good. It's always working out for me. It's always in my best interest. Once you reach that level of understanding, that is what we call the enlightenment stage, because you understand that there's no bad thing in the universe. And Libras, I feel like that is your message this week, right? You have manifesting power within you. But if every time something doesn't go the way you want it to go, and you like dip your energy a little bit, then what's going to happen is you're going to get more of whatever that dip is, right? So it's just a reminder that you have to be in charge of your happiness, and you have to be in charge of all the good things coming to you. But it comes down to your mindset. And you guys are very strong intellectually. You're an air sign. So make sure your thoughts are focused on the positive and not the negative. Lizzie said, it's been working for me for a few months now. Exactly. Law of attraction is real, guys. All the natural laws are real. All right. So we're going to do two things. First, we're going to end this broadcast over here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for showing up and watching us. Before we go, Danae, let's tell YouTube what we got going on this week. Do you have anything going on that you want to let them know about before we end our broadcast?
Yes. In memory of grief support, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, meetup.com, the Lotus in the Light.
Yes. Danae's been doing really well with that. I saw one time you had like 19 people showed up for that. So there's a lot of grieving people in the world, you know, and I think that's a great thing that you're doing. Yeah, she's killing it with that. Thank you. And for me, I of course have a 5 p.m. show every day on YouTube. So today is the Uma's Lotus Lounge. Tomorrow for Tuesday Talks, we are talking about, you know, I should have probably had this up on my screen before I started doing this. My bad, y'all. So Tuesday Talks on YouTube, I'm going to be talking about controlling beliefs so you can lead a successful life. Because like I tell you guys all the time, it comes down to your mindset. Your mindset creates the reality you live in. So we're going to talk about how your beliefs, what you believe in, can actually hold you back and how you can work around that. So that's going to be the talk for tomorrow's Tuesday Talks. If anybody wants to know, my YouTube channel is The Lotus and the Light. So if you go to YouTube and you go in the search bar and you search or Google The Lotus and the Light, I will pop up. You'll see my face and you'll see all my videos there. Just subscribe to my channel. It's free. And then that way you guys can find out what's going on. On Wednesday, we have Wellness Wednesday at 5 p.m. And we're talking about the secret power of retreats. Because a lot of people feel like when I go to a retreat, you know, it's just to hang out and just to have fun. But there is a spiritual significance of going to a retreat. Thank you, Lizzie. So we're going to talk about what the secret power of retreats are and why you should consider doing a wellness retreat. On Thursday at 5 p.m., we have Tarot Thursdays. You guys know I'm a tarot card reader and a tarot card teacher. And I'll be talking about the Fool's Journey or the Dreamer's Path. It's basically the first card in Major Arcana is called the Fool. But in some decks, it's called the Dreamer. So I'm going to go into like a metaphysical talk about why is it considered the Fool or the Dreamer, and, you know, look at it from that perspective. I also do online live readings. So people tend to come and ask questions, and I do readings while I'm live. So that's a good thing for you guys to show up to. Friday, we have our weekly Reiki channeling circle. This is for all the Reiki healers out there. If you haven't had time to do your Reiki practice, just show up and come and do Reiki with me on Friday the 25th at 5 p.m. And on Saturday, for those of you that are local to Northern Virginia, I have my one-day Lotus Wellness Retreat. It's just from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to be doing yoga and meditation and a past life regression and a Reiki share and a tarot card circle. It's going to be just a great day of healing things to do to just kind of set your mind, your body, your spirit right. So that's what I have going on Saturday. And then Sunday, I have a healing sound bath where you can come and listen to the bowls being played. And then right after that, I have an Access Bars community share for the Access Bars professionals. So all of that is going on at Lotus. And I do hope if you guys want to know more about it, just check out my website, thelotusandthelight.com, and that will give you the links to all of those events. If you couldn't remember it or you didn't write it down, that's the links for all the events. So big shout out to Danae. Thank you for being the hostess with the mostess. And don't go anywhere, Danae, because I have a fun thing for us to do to end our stream right now. But for everybody who's been listening in on YouTube, thank you guys so much for coming and supporting the channel. We really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Bye.